What's up, guys? We are back with another video. We are excited today to bring you some Suga solo work. This is Interlude. We got Shadow. Comeback trailer. It's not a comeback trailer. This is from our Patreon, and these are from our Discord.
Yeah, this is like kind of like our Discord week. So we're trying to like get caught up on suggestions and stuff. So this would be the time now. Like, we're trying to go back to just see ones that we may have not done yet and everything like that. So now, if you are a part of our like Discord and stuff, this would be the time this week to go ahead and post your stuff in there, so that way we can get on them. We do have some that most of them we've already done. There's a couple that we are saving, like the MMA 2019, 2018, those performances for like live streams and stuff like that. But if you have specific songs you want to request, then go in there now and do it.
Also, just a heads up, if you are going to link something in there, please make sure it does have subtitles to it, right? We did get another link. We took a look at the song. It did not have subtitles in English, so we couldn't really review that song because we wouldn't know what it was saying. So just keep that in mind when you guys are dropping links. But with that, we're going to say a quick shout out to our new patrons.
Yes.
That we got over the weekend. Thank you guys so much for all the views. It was awesome. It was a great weekend.
Yeah. Really appreciate it. Happy Monday and everything.
And we had a surprise drop. That was a lot of fun. We didn't think that was going to come through.
Yeah. I'm so glad Cypher Melody came out. I'm so glad you guys went and watched it. Truly awesome experience. All right. So we have Rosander Hall, support to your patron.
Thank you.
S. Farah, support to your patron. KP966, loyal support to your patron. House of Army, support to your patron. Steph C13, loyal support to your patron. Andrea A, loyal support to your patron. And Eden Delphin, loyal support to your patron.
Thank you.
I messed up on those names. Probably messed up some of those names, but thank you. Huge shout out to you guys. Yeah. You guys are awesome. We are changing the way that we do it, so it's not going to be like a list here.
We'll give the shout out, and the list will be at the end.
Yeah, shout outs now. List is going to be at the end of the video, just like scrolling through and stuff like that, because we have so many, and it gets kind of ridiculous, like the in-screen stuff.
And that gets us into the video faster, and keeps you guys engaged.
Yeah. So if you do want to get a personal shout out, as well as get your name scrolling at the end on the end credit and stuff like that, and really a lot of other cool perks if you want to suggest things in the Discord and you really want to get your video watched, then this is going to be the week to do it. Highly suggest you check out patreon.com/ZiahTV. There will be a link down in the description. You should always check the description box out, as well as a pinned comment. Tier starting as low as $1 a month. $3 or more does get you into that private Discord. So if that's your intention, go ahead and join it like that. If not, if you do want to still support us, but you don't want to do it with money, which I completely understand, so make sure to like this video, subscribe, make sure you don't miss one of our videos.
Share with your friends. Hit that bell so you get notified whenever we do drop a new video, because we do drop videos as much as we can.
Monday through Friday, baby. Leave
a comment down below. It helps us. It gives us good feedback, and sometimes it gives us funny moments to laugh at. So thank you guys so much. With that, we got some huge announcements, so stick around at the end of the video. Some really big, awesome announcements. But we'll get into this, right?
Let's do it. I am excited. I mean, we love some Suga. This man is just nothing but pure fire incarnate.
Some not sweet Suga, as one man once said.
But his name has nothing to do with actual sugar, just in case anyone was wondering. I don't want you guys to think that.
Okay.
I wanna be rapped. I wanna be the top. I wanna be the rockstar. I want it on mine. I wanna be rich. I wanna be the king. I wanna go win. I wanna be rapped. I wanna be the top. I wanna be a rockstar. I want it on mine. I wanna be rich. I wanna be the king. I wanna be me, I wanna be team. Oh boy, let me see, I got a big dream, yeah. 매일 설레지 내가 어디까지 갈지. 정신없이 달리다 보니 어느새 여기까지 왔지. Yeah, 발 밑에 그림자 고개 숙여 보니 더 커지잖아. 도망쳐봤잖아 따라오는 저 빛과 비례하는 내 그림자. 두려워 누구나 하는 게 너무 무섭지. 아무도 말 안 해줬잖아 여기가 얼마나 외로운지 말여. 나의 도약은 추락이 될 수 있단 걸 이제 알겠어. 때론 도망이 자선이란 걸. 사람들은 뭐 말하지 저 빗속은 찬란한 내 근데 내 그림자 되려 더 커져 나를 삼킨 괴물이 돼. 저 위로 또 위로만 가다 보니 여긴 어지러워. 더 위로만 가는 실험 무사히
Hold the fuck up.
That's amazing.
Absolutely
That's
amazing.
All
right, so before I forget it, Because, you know, as a reactor, you see a lot of things, especially the longer you let it go on. Mm-hmm. And there's definitely things that, like, I don't want to miss, or things that I start talking about, I forget another topic. So I want to talk about what the shadow theme is itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the song's obviously called Interlude Shadow, and he starts talking about shadow. He has specific lyrics referencing shadow. And, you know, obviously when you first jump into it, looking at it like an analytical way that like we do, you're like, okay, what is the shadow he's referring to?
Yeah.
Now, while I do think that this shadow does and can represent multiple things, I think in the way that he uses it, at least in this first verse, in some of the verses, maybe not all of them, to describe it, it's saying that he is getting so big that he casts a shadow for others, you know, like it's like being in the shadow of your older brother, older sibling, or it's like someone else like that, someone else in the industry is just bigger than you. I feel like that's what he's saying. He's saying like, I'm getting so big, like I'm at the top and stuff, and I'm casting like the shadow. It's getting so like massive, you know, the shadow that I'm casting over people, and like that's really cool because that's like he put it in such a beautiful way. Yeah, you know.
And I like this because he is talking about like he's like, oh, it's lonely at the top, right?
Yeah.
And that's a constant theme in rap, right? It's like it is lonely at the top, and he's earned his place at the top too, which is awesome, right?
Absolutely.
Like he's made like a huge stand. He's climbed all the way up.
Can I just agree with you for a second?
So with that being said, though, I love that line where he's like, I can jump high, but I can also plunge farther. And that's like so true. It's like the idea of being at rock bottom, right? The only place you can go when you're at rock bottom is up. Now when you're at the top, there's always that risk of falling and losing everything, right?
Yep.
And like with you casting such a large shadow, because as you get higher and closer to the source of light, you'll cast a larger shadow, right? It's harder and
Science,
harder.
bitch.
Yes. It's harder for like everyone to like kind of see you without like seeing almost like your status, right? I think that's what's really cool is like, so like you guys see us, right? Like we're just casual small time YouTubers, right? But you look at people like Pokimane, right? And you can't really think of Pokimane without thinking of like Pokimane's success, right?
Well, without thinking of her as the internet personality she is. Mr. Beast, another one.
Another one.
You don't see, I forgot his real name, but you don't see whatever, insert real name here, you see Mr. Beast.
Yes, exactly. And so that's what's really hard is I think when he's going up there and he's lonely, it's because people aren't really seeing him, they're seeing the shadow he's casting. And I really like how you use that. Like the shadow is everything. It's everything that
starts to encompass, and like, you know, he said it best himself. So again, that's really cool. I do like how he sets it out. He sets it up. It has a very nice build up with like, oh, these are things I want, and it's like it kind of shows like it matches the progression of him like starting out. You know, like being like getting into rap and be like, this is the things I want. This is the things and then it has this progression of like I'm achieving it. Now I'm casting the shadow. Now I've reached the top and everything like that. So far, really, really good. Of course, we are fans of rap.
Yeah,
it sounds
love
amazing.
The energy here. It's
love
like
the energy.
This super like almost like deep build rap, right? And we've seen this before, but this is really well done.
Yeah, and the last thing I want to say before we move on is visually. Absolutely love this. So at first you have this stuff on the wall, and it looks like at first I was like, is that blood or roses? But then when it gets, it's so much more grotesque. It has so much more texture. So I don't know if it's meant to be blood, but it looks more like I
got like almost Stranger Thing vibes.
Yeah, like a corruption, like a disease type thing. Maybe like a mold or growth on the wall.
Yeah,
and I don't know what that represents yet, but like it's so interesting because obviously it's there deliberately. But you see it right here, like to the right, or I guess maybe it might be the left for you guys. I'm not sure. I'm not big brain enough. It's like more flat, so it looks more like blood. But then it's like congealed and piled up. Around the thing, and it's like
textured.
It's very textured and stuff. So it's really, really cool.
I also like the doors clean itself, right? It's like maybe passing through like to this opportunity you have to shed a lot of blood, right? Like not like literally, but like blood, sweat, and tears. Common motif there. As dark as the light.
Then the shadow figures that we've talked about. I know you love some shadow figures.
I do love.
They come in, but the part I'm not gonna be able to grab it. But you guys saw the part where he's like pause, and they all like pause.
Oh, so cool.
Visually stunning. So fucking dope.
So well done. I want to watch it over.
Yeah, let's
send it here.
Yeah, let's send it from here.
두려워 누구나 하는 게는 무섭지 아무도 말 안 해줬잖아 여기가 얼마나 외로운지 말여 나의 도약은 추락이 될 수 있단 걸 이제 알겠어 때론 도망이 타선이란 걸 사람들은 뭐 말하지 저 빗속은 찬란한 내 근데 내 그림도 안 되는 더 커져 나를 삼킨 괴물이 돼저 위로 또 위로만 가다 보니 여긴 어지러워 더 위로만 가는 신혼 무사히 바람대로 높게 날고 있는 순간 저 내려지는 빛에 더 커진 그림자 Please don't let me shine Don't let me down Don't let me fly 이제는 두려워 가장 밑바닥에 나고 마주하는 순간 공교롭게도 여긴 창문이잖아 Please don't let me shine Don't let me down Don't let me fly 이제는 무서워 Don't let me shine I wanna be the top I wanna be a rockstar I want it on mine I wanna be rich I wanna be the king I wanna go win I wanna be left I wanna be the top I wanna be a rockstar I want it on mine I wanna be rich I wanna be the king I wanna be me I wanna be 그래 나는 너고 너는 나야 이제 알겠니 그래 너는 나고 나는 너야 이제 알겠지 우리랑 몸을 걷고 내는 별을 즐겼지 너는 절대 나를 떼어낼 수 없어 알겠지 떼어낼 수 없어 네가 뭐를 하든지 인정 가능해도 편안하겠지 성공 혹은 실패 어디든지 꿈은 칠수 없어 어디 가든지 나는 너고 너는 나야 알겠니 너는 나고 나는 너야 알겠니
Okay, I have to stop it.
This is
I know
so
it's close to the
cool.
end.
I
know it's
can't.
close to the end, but
I know. I
I'm going
want to
forget.
talk about it so much.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm hyped up as fuck off of caffeine. I've consumed way more caffeine than I should today. But I think it is allowing my brain to ascend to the level of ultra instinct and understand what is going on. Okay, so where we last paused, where we picked up at, he starts talking about how lonely it is at the top, right? And then he starts talking about like the fact that like he's scared. Like being at the top is not all it's cracked up to be. People are like, oh, you should have like this bright light when you're at the top and stuff. But he's like, the average person doesn't realize all the downsides that come with being at the top because the grass isn't always greener on the other side is a common thing we say, right? And that's what he's saying. He's trying to tell you and to the listener that like, hey, like there is downsides to being at the top and I'm experiencing these downsides right now, and now it's gotten to the point where at that point in the song where he's like almost afraid of being at the top. He doesn't like being at the top. He doesn't want to be at the top anymore. And while he gets into like, I want to say what's the word I'm looking for, while he gets to kind of like the finale of that feeling of describing that emotion, peak, the epitome I think is the word. Then his shadow Suga comes out. His shadow form comes out. You know, he's in the crowd. The 808s kick in, which was fucking sick.
That was sick. Yeah,
808s kick in. Heavy bass kicks in. He's in a shadow costume, just like the Shadow figure. So that's how you know it's Shadow Suga, which is a really cool thing. You know, I want some Shadow Suga merch. And he comes in and he's like, hey, just like you can't deny me. Like you are me, I am you. You know what I mean? He's just like, we are one. And it's almost like his shadow self coming out, and even though it might be viewed as like his shadow self, it's not necessarily the bad side of Suga. He's simply just saying that this is the side that you might be trying to repress, but you have to understand that we have to coexist together.
I really like that, and I'm right there with you, right? Like, obviously, this is like a classic Icarus story, right? Like, as you fly higher and closer to the sun, right, then you fall harder, right? That's when you try to reach the top, that's only you're only putting yourself at more chance of failure.
Sometimes you reach too high.
Yeah, exactly. So I loved it, like, his shadow, and he said it in the song, he's like, my shadow keeps growing, right? And it's personifying these human emotions or these human things onto a object, right? Like the shadow. So I believe personification is the correct word there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So with that being said, right, then he kind of joins the shadow as Shadow Suga, and he's like, look, like, as I go up, right, as like my idol side grows, right, this underground like Shadow Suga is more expressive, right? It's more connected to the things around.
In a sense.
Exactly. And then he said it a couple lines before this. He's like, the more intense light as the dark as the light intenses, right? And that's really true too. Like you make a brighter light, you're gonna have darker darks, and the contrast is so long or so much, right?
Yep.
So by creating Shadow Sugar, he's becoming a bigger star, but it's kind of separating himself at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's like
he gets to this point where it's separate. Shadow Sugar kind of starts to reinstate the fact that they need to be together.
Yeah.
You can't like escape me.
Yeah.
You know, you have to work through these emotions and these feelings. And that's also another thing I really like about this song too, is you get to see a different side of Sugar. You get to see a more emotional, more not I don't want to say serious because that might be taken in the wrong way, because definitely we have some serious Sugar stuff.
Yeah.
But this is less, I think, like thug Sugar type of stuff, and this is more of like the serious emotional side, where he's talking about things that like he feels deeper inside.
It's a tear inside of him. It's absolute like yin and yang split, right? Whereas like one side could be like his like more underground roots, like Shadow Sugar, more underground roots, and like you can kind of see that in the beat as well, right? Yeah. And maybe that's like his dark side, right? Like everything he had to do to become this idol. And he's like, you can't forget about me. I am your roots. I am your underground, right? I will continue.
And I think that, like, for him, or just for like from an outside perspective, it's only viewed as his dark side because most people wanted the idol. Yeah. And that's like the front-facing thing. Yeah. You know, and then obviously there's other people that just wanted underground rapper Sugar. So you know, there's definitely that there, but ultimately, like, brilliantly well done. The storytelling is so expressive and just so amazingly told that even for two idiots like us, we understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, this is like, some BTS songs are you have to dig a little bit deeper to start figuring out what's going on, what they're talking about, what they really mean. Yeah. He did such a good, not to say that BTS doesn't do a good job, but he put it so front facing. Yeah. It's very easy to pick up those motifs.
I love this, right? We can kind of skip this, right? I want to be the king. I want to be a rap star. I want it all mine, right? I think he says before that, he's like, I want to be a rock star, right? And then he's like, I want to be me. And he looks sad here, right?
Yeah, this is Shadow Sugar. Yeah. The other one was not.
Yeah. And then the other Sugar, right? Like the idol Sugar is on stage kind of being melodramatic, being like, you know, just sitting there, being emotionless, right? And like maybe like as he starts separating, he's losing connection to his roots, and he's like kind of being like, I want to reconnect with who I am. And we've seen this before. We see all this in Nikki, dear old Nikki, right? Where she's like, I wish I could do nothing more than talk to the old version of me and be like, stay real to your roots, right? Yep. And I think this is such a good song. It's done well. The emotions are there. It reminds me of their breakup song that I'm forgetting right now.
I don't remember the name of that one off the top of my head. I know exactly which one you're talking about too.
You guys know what we're talking about.
Leave in the comments down below.
Leave it down in the comments below. We did a reaction to it. But this reminds me of the writing style that he did in that, where he's like, I hate that we're tearing apart. And he's like, I want nothing more for us to stay together. And here you can see him being like, I just want to stay true to myself. Yep. It's so cool.
So we'll finish it out because I know there's not much left in it. I want to end this with saying I love the absolutely beautifully constructed motif. Yeah. That is on your way to the top as you become famous, as you become successful. And it doesn't even have to be like being a famous like idol, being a famous like rapper, musician, content creator. Just like, you can even be building up in a company. People have a tendency to start losing who they truly are, or this is so true. That old self, you know, that like a lot of those things go to your head. Yeah. And anyone can be like, oh, just don't let go to your head and stuff. It's fucking hard. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone who's actually made it to the top will argue that it's hard not to let things go to your head. Well, if you have 1 million people tell you you're fucking great, you're going to start believing you're the shit. Yeah. You know, it's just human nature.
The same thing happened when I was in the military, right? Like one of your buddies, like we could be like best friends for a long time, right? And then they would pick up rank and they would start acting different, right? Because then they'd be like, oh, you got to do with this because I'm more powerful than you, right?
Yeah,
like,
I outrank you,
right? And it's like, why are you changing, dog? Like that's not you. And so to stay true to really who you are is so hard. I've seen it corrupt lots of people.
It's so easy. All my friends. Give someone a gun, they'll start acting different.
Give anyone power, they will act different. And I love, and we're gonna watch the switch over here again from the idol.
I think it's very powerful and very important to just like
the 808s. You ready?
Yes.
I wanna be the king. I wanna go win. I wanna be I wanna be left. I wanna be the top. I wanna be rocked. I want it all mine. I wanna be rich. I wanna be the king. I wanna be me. I wanna be. 그래 나는 너무 너는 나야 이제 알겠니. 그래 너는 나고 나는 너야 이제 알겠지. 우리는 몸을 걷고 내는 볼을 즐겼지. 너는 절대 나를 떼어낼 수 없어 알겠지. 떼어낼 수 없어 네가 뭐를 하든지. 인정하는 게 더 편안하겠지. 성공 혹은 실패 어디든지. 꿈을 칠수 없어 어디 가든지. 나는 너고 너는 나야 알겠니. 너는 나고 나는 너야 알겠니. 우리가 몸을 걸고 부딪히겠지. 우린 너고 우린 나야 알겠니.
I love that. That it ends so beautifully because it ends with this, like, and again, it like reiterates what I was saying of like accepting that side of you. If you guys are familiar with the story of like, or like the idea or the concept of having like two wolves inside of you, and it's like focus on which one you feed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of similar, but it's more of like accepting every part of you, really having like a yin yang balance. Like,
Is that a kindred? Is that a kindred reference?
It is, but I think it technically came from a Native American story or proverb, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm trying to reflect on what the actual story was.
Yeah, well, you continue that. I'll finish my little rant. Yeah, you can. If you figure it out, let us know. But I love that because this is what he is showing. He is showing like, hey, like the shadow self is not like his fully true self, but I feel like a self that he may have forgot about or tried to suppress as he was on his way to the top. And you see that, and like, I want to be king, I want to be all these things, and then like it switches to shadow. I want to be me. You know, he's like, you're me. You know what I mean? It's just showing like, and he's like saying that like you have to accept the fact that we are part of each other. No matter if you succeed or fail, no matter what happens to you, we are a part of each other. You will be at ease once you accept that. And not only is that a great message to himself, but it's a great message to absolutely anyone. You have to accept all parts of you. If there are parts you don't like about you and you can change them, then go ahead and try your best to change them. You know what I mean? If you have things, if you have a okay, he's good. I know you guys love dog noises, but if you have like a problem like procrastinating, for example, go ahead and try to change it. You should actively seek to become the best version of yourself, but understand there's going to be certain things that you might not like about yourself that you can't change, and you have to learn to accept them. You have to learn to be able to accept any flaws that you view as flaws that you may have, and just accept the fact that you are you.
Yeah, I think the balance of growth and staying humble is kind of like what he was aiming for there, and he hit it. He hit it really well. I enjoyed that.
Right on the nail.
Yeah. So beautiful piece. Thank you so much. You edit in whoever dropped this video. I forgot who it was in the Discord.
Consider it done.
But thank you guys so much for the recommendation. That was through our Discord, so you guys can thank our Discord and our Patreons. They're awesome. We really do appreciate you guys.
Amazing. I know multiple people have asked for the song in the comment section.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
So that definitely helps it bring it to light. Because again, we do our decisions based off of like, we look at Discord and then we look at comments and be like, okay, do multiple people want this as an alignment with what Discord people are asking? Yeah. Yes. It's the easiest way for us to get recommendations instead of like me trying to browse through hundreds of comments that like when I'm looking for recommendations specific and not just reading your comments to like get more information or understand or just say, hey, you guys are awesome. I'm like, oh, thank you, made my fucking day or whatever. But you know, if I'm specifically looking for song suggestions, it makes it a lot harder.
Yes.
Discord makes it a lot easier.
You guys, we appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Our fans are amazing. Even the people who don't like understand everything we say, like we're here to learn and grow together.
Yeah, there's definitely miscommunications that happen. That's going to happen with language barriers, everything like that.
We appreciate our community because we guys are so open, and that comes from like being BTS fans. I think it's just being open and understanding.
BTS has created truly one, if not the best fandom out there.
Yeah,
and we are so happy to have even a small portion of you also support us as content creators. It truly means the world to us. And with that,
we got some
leave this emoji right here.
We have a couple of announcements real quick. We did figure out some merch stuff. It will be dropping.
It'll be dropping soon.
So it's getting reviewed by YouTube.
Yes, I have created the initial batch of merch. Okay, so super excited. There's some BTS Army inspired stuff. You can show your Army support and stuff like that. I'll put up pictures. You'll see pictures. You'll probably this is probably just a voiceover and stuff. But yeah, you'll see some of that, some Ziah TV stuff if you just want support. Rock the logo, rock anything, you know what I mean?
It supports us, and we appreciate it.
We do plan to update and have new designs at least monthly. You know, there might be one new design every month. Get you guys some new fresh stuff in there. I of course create all the designs, so I'll be working very hard to try to bring you guys new interesting stuff. Show your support for BTS, show your support for the channel and everything like that. So that's awesome. By the time you're seeing this, there will be a link that you can go and actually visit the merch store on Teespring. However, we're still waiting on YouTube integration because the YouTube has to review each individual product, and we have like 100 and something products on there. So tons of cool stuff to check out. Also, if you want to buy something, I have a special discount code, whatever you want to call it for you guys. For the first 100 people that use this discount code, Ziah TV, all one word, capitalization doesn't matter, I believe. Just Ziah TV, all one word. You will get 10% off your entire order. But it's only available for the first 100 people, so I do recommend that if you do want that and do want to take advantage of that, you get in there fast, because things sell out fast, things happen, you know?
Yeah.
So, anyway, thank you guys so much for the support. I know we've been talking about merch, teasing merch and everything like that for a while. It is now starting to go live, so I really do hope you check it out. I do hope you find something that you like. If you have any suggestions, leave them down below. Again, merch can be really finicky, especially when it comes to stuff that could be copyrighted, so I'm doing my best, but I still will check out your suggestions. Things, because, you know, obviously the merch is for you guys. You know, I want you guys to be able to rock something and you feel cool, show your support. So that's really cool. Last thing that I'm going to talk about when it comes to merch is when people start getting this merch and stuff like that, I want you to go ahead on your Instagram, on your Twitter, rock the merch when you get it. Take a picture in it, tag us, and we'll start showcasing that shit. You know, showcase it on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. You know, I'll retweet it if you send it to me. I'll post it on my story if you post it on Instagram. You know, just like really show our support and our love that you are showing us support. You know, it's a very beneficial relationship on both ends. And we love you guys.
Yeah, if you guys don't want to purchase our merch, it's fine. We understand, okay? Please do like, comment on this video, share this video with your friends, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Think about that, right? And
we'll see you in the next one. Your man better step up. Matter of fact, bed just watch from my checkup. Matter of fact, bed just stop and flex up. Matter of fact, just know I'm finna blow. Wait, hold up, is it too late? Just set the record straight.